Well, my particular focus of expertise is on government transportation, mainly surface transportation, roads, and transit. I've been in this business for well over 4 decades. My biggest problem is that, in my experience, governments, particularly in California and most particularly in the Bay Area, have shown a remarkable ability to make a bad situation much worse. What we are continually seeing is an emphasis on getting more money to build transit, and transit is the answer. Well, there's several problems with this. One is it just isn't working. We have more than doubled, after inflation, the spending on transit over the last 30 years, and transit ridership per capita has dropped over 30%, even as we are building more and more very expensive rail and ferry systems. The argument is that people who use transit will take cars off the road and traffic congestion will go down. This is an area I have had an interest in for many, many years. I've researched and published on it, and there's just nothing there. In fact, there's actually a slight tendency that as transit utilization goes up, congestion goes up. People say, gee, that's not logical. Well, what goes on is transit is such a small percentage of the trips that it just can't have any influence. Even if it was doubled, which it hasn't happened anywhere, it just doesn't have an influence. So the voters are being sold a bill of goods. The big problem is that the transit interests are not interested in moving people. That gets in the way of what they want to do, which is to build. And so what we have is a coalition that is the politicians, who do very well off of this, the construction contractors, the consultants, lawyers, bond underwriters, etc., the construction trades, etc. They have quite an interest in seeing more spending on construction, planning, etc., of large-scale, expensive rail projects. But nobody wants to carry passengers because that takes money away from building. And so the people that are really getting hurt are those that really, really, really require transit to go about their daily lives. And the money is being taken away from them in order to build expensive rail projects, which frankly mainly are for the purpose of allowing people to live further and further from their jobs.